Hello, it's Jonathan, your scruffy gardener down at Latham Lodge. Just wanted to say hello and walk you through what I've been doing over the last couple of days. Just trying to tidy up. We've got a staff and residents barbecue going on Friday afternoon at 3:30. So I may be actually cooking at the barbecue. I'm going to invite my wife and some of our friends and neighbours along again, like we did for the tea party. It's just nice to have a few extra numbers. It looks like it's going to be a good weather, I think, for that. So let me just walk you through some of the stuff that I've been doing now. 1 second. Here we go. Right, okay, well, I've cleared down this area completely. I've got some more of these slabs to pick up, another 4 from home. There is a few more, but I haven't got anything to replace them at the moment, which I use as a small patio, but I'm going to use them all up in here on this area, which has just been raked down. Did a little staff only sign, which isn't very much. I'm going to have a little bit of I think I've got some black paint. I might sort of define it a bit clearer than that. I moved a load of stuff around the back here, just out the way for this barbecue that's up and coming. Nothing much changed here. One of the residents has very kindly painted me an African snail, but I'm really pleased with that. So that's now up on the wall with our art gallery on the side of my potting shed. We've got, I painted the table again. Tabletop was just looking a bit messy. Put some of the rubbish bits around the corner there. Just watered all the plants down at the bottom end there. There's now a hose pipe ban, so I'm trying to do it with a watering can, but it's really awkward, to be honest with you. Everything's beginning to dry out. We've got some sunflowers. There's a little ladybird on there. I don't know whether you can make that out. Oh, there he is. There we go. And we've got, I've made a much more sort of a proper step entrance way. I wanted that sort of rustic look, so it doesn't really match up very much, but that's the sort of look I'm going all across. We've got some wildflowers in the corner here, a few nettles in there, but that's again is good for the ladybird. We've got the start of our sweet peas. I've got almost strawberry runners down there. These hebes are beginning to root quite nicely. They were from cuttings, and I've got to put a few more runners off for the strawberry, so I'll have to deal with that when I get a chance. Peppers. Look how high we've reached the very top with the runner beans now, so I'm very excited for when we start to get some decent runner beans on there. That's just going to be a really, really nice treat. Peppers, they've got flowers on them now. I don't know whether I've got to pull the flowers off to increase the peppers. I'll just have a read up of that when I go home in a little while. Some of the beetroots coming up nicely. Some of my very damaged cabbages that have just been chewed to pieces by the caterpillars, and then got a courgette in there which I'm going to take, sweet corn. There were some tiny little potatoes on here. We've got some romaine, which is the lettuce, which is really, really nice, very good for Caesar salads. And again, we've really nearly reached the top on this for the runner beans. Carrots have been an absolute disaster. They've fallen over and died now. They're so tiny, I don't think I can even get anything out of those at all. Peppers are still coming along. Pansies are beginning to come up a little bit more, so that's underway. My hydrangea over there, that was a cutting, so I'm going to be doing a few more hydrangeas, I think. I've cut down some of the plants here that were just dried out and gone to seed. Apples are coming up. I'm going to try to thin out some of them to get the best out of the apples that we can. when I get a chance. And I've just weeded here, watered what I can, pulled all the dead heads off of everything. I need to clean up down here, which I might do tomorrow. I've taken a few of the little cherry tomatoes off of there. Also, in my shed, I've started to record what plants are doing well this year and what plants have kind of failed a bit. So next year I'm going to be a lot more positive with it and just put the stuff that really likes to grow in this garden, I think. I'll tell you what I have done as well. Cleaned this table up, which was in a terrible state. It had spray paint over it. Also the ashtray was very dark and black, so I've got to clear this area. My shed, I think that's going to be a bit about it. I'll probably come back again tomorrow and do a bit more, so if there's anything to add, I'll make a record of that on here. But you know, maybe the next time you see it might be during the barbecue if I can be bothered, on top of all the things I've got to do. All right, goodbye.